Germany just banned Microsoft Office formats from all government documents nationwide. Every federal ministry, state government, and even local offices can no longer use Microsoft Word, Excel, or PowerPoint files. Only two formats are allowed now: Open Document Format and PDF. Microsoft's proprietary formats are completely excluded. At first glance, this may look like a simple IT decision, but in reality, it's much bigger. This is a strategic move aimed at reducing dependence on American tech companies and gaining more control over national digital infrastructure. Germany is now building what is called digital sovereignty, meaning its systems can operate independently without relying on foreign companies. Under the new Deutschland stack, only open formats like ODF are allowed, while Microsoft's proprietary format is excluded. This plan is expected to be fully implemented by 2028 across all levels of government. Open Document Format, or ODF, is an XML-based format used for documents, spreadsheets, and presentations. It has been an international standard since 2006 and is not controlled by any single company. Software like LibreOffice uses it by default. While Microsoft Office can open ODF files, its own formats remain proprietary and fully controlled by Microsoft. The main issue here is control. When governments rely on proprietary formats, they become dependent on the company that owns them. Over time, all official documents and systems get locked into that ecosystem. This gives the company power over pricing, updates, and even long-term access to data. Germany wants to eliminate this dependency. And it's not just about cost. It's also about security and geopolitics. Microsoft is a US-based company and must follow US laws. In certain situations, it could be required to provide access to data, which creates a potential risk for European governments. When you combine this with rising global tensions, trade disputes, and economic competition, relying on foreign-controlled systems becomes a strategic weakness. Germany is acting early to avoid that risk. Germany is not the first country to move in this direction. France, the UK, Netherlands, and several other European countries have already promoted open formats in government systems. However, Germany's approach is much stronger because it is mandatory, not optional. Once a policy becomes mandatory, the entire ecosystem begins to change. Vendors must adapt to the new standards, government employees are trained on different tools, and contracts start requiring compatibility with open formats. Over time, this reduces reliance on proprietary systems. This decision also aligns with broader European Union policies that promote open standards and reduce dependency on single suppliers. Documents may seem simple, but they are actually critical infrastructure because they store government decisions, policies, and sensitive information. The timing of this move is also significant. Europe is already trying to reduce dependence on the United States in areas like trade, energy, and finance. Now it is doing the same in the digital space. This is part of a larger trend where Europe is building systems that can function independently. It's not just about software, it's about long-term control and stability. Looking ahead, there are a few important things to watch. More EU countries may start enforcing similar rules. The European Commission could recommend open formats across all member states. And companies like Microsoft may respond through lobbying or policy pressure. If more countries follow Germany, it could lead to a major shift where US tech companies lose access to European government systems. That would change the balance of power in the global tech industry. In the end, digital infrastructure is power. Whoever controls the systems controls the flow of information and decisions. By switching to open standards, Germany is making sure that control stays within its own hands.